Thanks, Ariel.
You're welcome.
I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay, hi, my name's Cyre. I'm from Delaney, Northwest Territories. I went on my Canadian phase back in 2006, and 5 years later, here I am in Ottawa, going through Rio. And my whole trip to Africa was amazing. Like, I had my doubts about it at first, but then all the encouragement that I got with my family and from my friends and from the staff, and I didn't know any of the participants that were going international phase with me, but once I got to know them, they were glad that I chose to come. And the friendships that we built with each other are going to go a long ways, and we will be friends for a long time, and they really are great people. And me being the oldest had its ups and downs. Like, it was kind of frustrating having to have rules and live by certain things, but then it's really good discipline wise, and it was all part of the learning experience. And on top of that, like, just talking to the girls and telling them about like my experience and some of the mistakes I made in the past, and for them to avoid them was all great. And some of the things we did down in Africa were, when we got to Gaborone, we did in-country orientation. And what they mainly talked about there was HIV and AIDS and what to expect. And we were there for about 3 days and headed over to Botswana, where we settled in like a 2-bedroom house that was pretty nice compared to the standard living that other people lived in. And afterwards, we started our work placement, and this was something totally I did not expect, but it was great. So we got to meet all the people that worked there. We got to tell our stories about Canada to them and hear about theirs, and it was pretty interesting finding out that they have the same kind of issues that we do back here, and that we're not so different in that aspect. And getting to know them and learning about the country and living there gives me a whole different view on life. Like, we take so many things for granted, but now it's just like we should be happy for what we got, because we don't have it as hard as like some other people in this world. And another thing would be our safari was an awesome experience. We got to see like lions like 10 feet right up close, and get to see all different kind of animals, and that was one of the things I always wanted to do. And then another thing was to travel, and this just added to my bucket list, I guess. And yeah, and like the group leaders we had were awesome. Like, they were very chilled and understanding. If we had any problems, they were always there for us. And the staff, like, helping us from the other side of the country, and we're from Canada, they were really supportive as well, and they helped us with all the needs, and the needs were met, and everything turned out great. And we got to go see the Sand people and get some souvenirs and see like how the indigenous people live out on the land, and just like in huts, and the clothing is made out of animal skins and stuff. And it's really similar in ways of how our people, or the Dene people, live back in the day. And slowly they're just fighting against land claims, and hopefully everything works out for them. And all the people up at Cyre that I met and worked with, I'm staying in touch with them, and they're really keen on finding out about Canada, and some of them are even thinking about moving down here just to go to school and then head back to the country, which is really good. And I learned a lot. I'd say this whole experience just helped me think about things in a different way, in a positive way. And that's everything for today, I guess. I'm sure I'll be keeping in touch with everybody, and I hope everything all goes well with you guys, and for the future participants to really, really take all this and just like bring it home with them if they choose to come. And I encourage all the youth to come and This is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I know that's probably like a cliche quote, but it really is. Alright, thank you.